Hello YouTubers, I wanted to do a video for you today on PhytoSpecific Relaxer. I wanted to do a review as well as my how-to, how I put it in at home. I've gotten a lot of help over the years from YouTube, from so many wonderful women and how they do things, but I've never seen a video on this exact perm and how somebody puts it in. So I wanted to do that for you today. When you order the box of PhytoSpecific, the box should come like this. I use Index 1. This is still wrapped in the plastic. If you purchase this product and it's not wrapped in the plastic, don't buy it or take it back because that's not the way it's supposed to be. This box comes with a lot of stuff in it, and sometimes maybe the person that you're purchasing it from, if it's a store, may have decided to open it and take out some of the elements, so you want to make sure that your box is still sealed in plastic. You can get this from certain salons, also some beauty shops. You can actually go to the PhytoSpecific website and speak to a representative, and they'll actually tell you who is authorized to sell this product. I usually would get mine from Sephora.com, but my last couple of purchases have been from Amazon because I actually found them for $35 on Amazon, which I thought was crazy. But they actually came with the plastic still sealed, so I knew that it was still a legitimate package. Okay, so this is the one that's still sealed. So like I said, it's supposed to come like this. I use the Specific one because for me, I don't use it for a bone straight relaxer. I actually use it to kind of loosen my curls. I like to wear like a natural curly kind of look. So for me, I just use it to smooth my edges and kind of relax my curls a little bit, so my wet and go is a lot easier. Okay, so when you open the package, this is what you're supposed to have inside. You're supposed to have the Milky Reconstructor, which is the conditioner. This by itself retails for $25. So for me to get this in the box, I think is pretty much worth the price that you'll pay for it. You'll also get a spatula. You will get your container of relaxer. Now for this will be enough for one virgin perm or two touch-ups. And then you'll also get the inductor, which you mix in, and all of these have lines on them to show you how to use it for a half. And then also you will get your neutralizer, as well as some gloves and your pre-balm for your forehead. Okay, I actually purchased several of these. I won't be using this one. I'll be using a half one today. Also, what you get in the box is just an information packet on the relaxer. You also get very detailed instructions on how to put it in for the Index 1 as well as the Index 2, and as well as whether or not you're putting in a hold or a touch-up, which is fascinating. And like I said, they also have a 1-800 number, which is super awesome. You can really call them and just ask them all types of crazy questions. I have done that, and they've always been very friendly and professional, and they know what they're talking about. So I've pretty much put this in several times on my own, but like I said, they have the instructions here on how to do it for a touch-up as well as a virgin. Okay. So I'm going to get right into it and show you how I actually do this relaxer at home. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, so for me, I'm about 12 weeks in to my last touch-up. And this is about my daily style. I've moved into a very high humidity climate. You're talking 96-97% on a normal day. And I also have two young kids. I have a 2-year-old and a newborn. So I get hot very easily. I don't have time to do a lot. And then for my newborn, you know, I don't want to wear my hair down and, you know, all that. So this is how I wear my hair. About a week before, what I will do is I will wash it very well, oil it, and then put, you know, a decent amount of conditioner, and then I'll just leave it alone. About 3 or 4 days before, I won't brush my hair at all, as you can tell. I won't comb it, and then I'll make sure that my edges don't get wet, you know, during showers and stuff like that. But that's just me and my process. So what I'll do for you now, I'll show you how to mix it. So you have your spatula, and then like I said, I'm doing half. So I've already done half on this jar before, and I just have, you know, a little plastic. This is the Avon cup that I used when I did my first half. So I'm actually just going to mix it in the jar now this time because I'm going to use the rest of the product. So on the product, as I was saying before, you have a line here that shows you where half is. So it gives you a really good indication of how much to take out or how much to use when you're just doing a touch-up. So I have that, just opened it. And then I have my indicator. And then, like I said, this one also has a half line that shows you, you know, where to stop pouring if you're just going to use half. And like I said, I use the index 1. I don't use index 2. I use index 1. And then make sure that it says inductor. I have not paying attention, pour the neutralizer into my $60 relaxer and completely ruined it. So just make sure you use a small bottle that says 1 on it when you are mixing your relaxer. So I'm just going to pour that in there. That's all. I'm sure everybody's done this before. Just pour it in there. And then you just mix it. And then it tells you to let it sit for 5 minutes. And then it tells you, you know, if something happens, you got to run out, it's okay. I think it tells you just to use it before 12 hours after you mix it. And these relaxers also do have like a really good shelf life. For my first pregnancy, I didn't relax the whole process, but I found out kind of on a whim and had some leftover relaxer. And I called them when I was ready to relax my hair again, which I guess was almost a year after. And they said it was perfectly fine for me to use the product. So it's got a pretty good shelf life as well. Okay. Okay, so now that that's mixed, I'm going to show you how I separate out my hair when I'm doing my process. For me, this was a lot of just learning and experience on my personal beliefs. Just like most relaxers, it shows you in the picture how to cut your hair, divide your hair in quarters, and do I think it says front to the middle and then the middle to the back. And for me, that never worked. For me, the thickest part of my head is right here in the crown. So when I did the front to the back, I mean front to the middle and middle to the back, my middle was still always much thicker than the rest of my hair. So I didn't have like an even relaxer. So what I've decided to do is I've decided that when I do my relaxers now, I actually do from the middle to the front for me, and then I do from the back down, because for me that gives me the most even relaxer. Now when I relax my hair, I don't comb it through or anything like that. I just smooth, just do a lot of smoothing. Okay, so what I do is it depends on how many textures you have in your hair. You can just start, you feel it right here in the front. I can feel here in the front where my texture changes. I have a part here that's pretty much still straight, and then boom, I get the feeling of this really thick area. So what I will do is separate that area out. And then I'll take it down about to my ear here, like this. And then this will be one of the last areas for me that I relax. So I end up having a lot of clips in my hair, which can be tricky, especially if you're just doing these for the first time. But I've learned to work through it, and it works best for me, like I said. So then I do the same thing in the back. I feel that area. And it varies per relaxer for me, depending on how much my hair has grown or whatever. I'll feel that area in the back where it feels mostly straight, and then boom, I start to feel that really thick area. So I'll separate that out for me. And then this will be actually the very, very last part that I relax. Actually, no, this is the second to last part. I will relax. The front is the very last. I'm also very paranoid about my edges. I'm sure we've all seen those, poor black women who have, no edges or, have completely lost their edges. And I'm sure it terrifies us all. So I'm very paranoid about my edges here. I want them to be smooth, but I'd rather them be a little kinky than not there at all. So this front part is the very, very last thing that I will relax. And then what I will do here is there's an area really, really thick here in the middle. And then I will just split that in two just to make it easier for me to relax. So because the most important area for me is the front, I will relax this part first, and then this part, and then I will relax this part, and then this part. Okay? So I'm just going to do this on the other side. Okay, so what I'll do now is I'll put my pre-balm in quickly. Okay, now for both the index 1 and the index 2, they tell you to put it in 7 minutes, which does sound a little bit crazy depending on how much hair you have. I have a lot of hair, so 7 minutes goes by like that. For the index 1, they tell you that they want you to complete the entire process within 20 minutes. For the index 2, you get 25 minutes. So I will put this relaxer in 7 minutes, and then I'll have about 13 minutes for smoothing and making sure everything is situated. So again, like I said, what I'll do is I have my two front clips here. I will relax these first, this whole section here, and then I will relax this section, and then I'll relax this section and this section. And I actually have got it down to 7 minutes. Your first time or so, you probably won't. Now also what I do, which some people may not agree with, is that I do very sparingly with the relaxer at first, just to make sure that I've covered all of my hair. I have gotten halfway through my head and ran out of relaxer. So I'll just put a little bit, make sure that my whole head is covered, and then what I'll go through is go back if I have extra and put it in those extra thick areas, my edges, everything like that. So that's how I do it. Okay, so I'm going to get started. I've got my online timer. I'm going to start it at 7 minutes. I'm going to put it in, smooth it out, and then 20 minutes later, I will have relaxed hair. Okay. Whew. I have been relaxing and smoothing for 20 minutes now. So what I will do is I will go and rinse my hair. Now the one thing I love about the PhytoSpecific Relaxer is that I feel nothing. I feel like I have a deep conditioner on my head. I feel no tingling, no burning, no nothing, none of that type of sensation. Now it does take a long time to rinse out, and it does take a long time to wash out. But what I've learned is that if you take the time and rinse it a bit longer, the washing process is a bit less. And as with all other relaxers, it gives it an indicator. It will turn pink. It will continue to turn pink until all of the relaxer is washed out. Okay, so I'm at my 20 minutes. So let me stop talking, and I will be back. Okay, I'm back. I have finished washing my hair. I'm not sure how it is with other relaxers, but with this relaxer, they strictly tell you just to wash with the neutralizing shampoo until the shampoo turns white, and then to use the Milky Reconstructor and rinse it out, and then that's it. They don't tell you to use any other shampoo. And they also suggest that you don't manipulate your hair at all before 24 hours. So like after you perm it, if you want to style it or whatever, that's fine, but they recommend that you don't wet it again for at least another 24 hours, or shampoo or anything like that. So these are just my clips I'll use, and here is my finished product. My hair stuck. Whew. Okay, so this is what I look like. I look like I have locks because I don't comb it, but you can see how nice and smooth my edges are and everything. Okay, so what I will do from this point, I will divide my hair into 4. So soft. And this, in my opinion, is the best way to condition your hair. If you do a wet and go every day, maybe not every day, but definitely after a wash, I think this is the best way to condition your hair. Okay, so what I will be using for my products what I use for my products is I use the Hello Hydration Conditioner, as well as I will be using the Milky Reconstructor that was given in the box. Hold on, let me show you the Hello. This is Herbal Essences. Sorry, the lighting is bad. Woo. Oh, there it is. Herbal Essences, Hello Hydration. And then, like I said, this is the PhytoSpecific Milky Reconstructor that comes in the box. But if you buy it separately, it's $25, and it's only like 2.3 ounces or something crazy like that. I also like Sunsilk's Bouncy Curls. Sorry, the light. There we go. Sunsilk Bouncy Curls. And I will be using just olive oil. They don't have, like I said, I don't live in the U.S. anymore. In the U.S. I used this. I brought some of this over with me, the Icy Olive Oil. And this is the Moisturizing Shine Serum. I love this, and I use this as my actual moisturizer. But I've actually tried coconut oil here, virgin coconut oil. It doesn't work very well for my hair, so I was lucky enough to find olive oil, so I'll be using this today. I like to try to reserve my little bit of products I have from the U.S. Okay, so all I'm going to really do is just use a little bit of each conditioner on my hair, and I'll comb it through, and that's about it. I also, like everybody else, use the big combs to comb through your hair. You don't really need thin combs. And then I recommend that you comb from the bottom, little bit, little bit, little bit, like this is how I comb my hair, like this, to minimize how much pulling you do. I also am very, I go through very thoroughly with the conditioner, make sure all my strands are touched. Always make sure to pay attention to your ends. And I'm also big on my edges too. So I do edges and ends are my big focus with my conditioner. Okay. So I'll just do a squeeze of this. Now, what I do also that some people may not agree with is I don't rinse out my conditioner. I haven't for years. And it seems to work well for me. My hair is happy. But I also don't use a load of conditioner every day. I'm doing a lot more today than I usually do. Number one, because I've just relaxed my hair. But also, number two, because I just washed it as well. And as of this point, I have not combed or brushed my hair. And then I'll get my olive oil. I'll use a little more than usual today as well because I just relaxed it. I want to make sure it's conditioned well. Now, there's always the big debate between natural and chemical hair. I went natural for about 5 years because I was using regular relaxers. I even started going to salons, and every time I would get my hair relaxed, I would felt like I just had pins and needles in my head. I mean, even after I went to the salon, days after I had my hair relaxed, I would just be in so much pain. So I just decided to go natural. And then I'm from the DC, Maryland, Virginia area, and I went to get a blowout from this Ethiopian lady at the Bubbles in Pentagon City. And she was just telling me how she thought I had the perfect hair for this, less, I don't know what you would call PhytoSpecific, I guess, less abrasive relaxer, if there's a such thing. And she recommended it to me, and I just fell in love with it. And I've been using it ever since. When I first started using Phyto, I have a picture of my hair. It's about here. And this is how long my hair is today, all just using relaxers. So I know there's this big belief out there that you can't have long hair with a relaxer, but you can, and I am proof of that. And my hair isn't anything special. When it's natural, it's just as kinky and coily as most other people's hair. There's nothing special about my hair. Okay, so Okay, so this is me with my finished product. I've combed out my hair, and this is where I am lengthwise. It's actually started to curl up a little bit already. Um, but like I said, I really just wanted to do this video. I had not seen anything for this yet, and I was hoping that maybe my video could be helpful to somebody or sway somebody towards the PhytoSpecific line, because it really is just a wonderful product. Usually what I'll do now is just get it out of my face. You can see how the relaxed product. And this is my style that I use after I wash my hair, and I just have this little thing here. I'll just put that in. And there we go. That's it. So, if you have any questions that I can answer, I will definitely respond to you. Feel free to post here. And like I said, I just got so much help over the years, and I really just wanted to do a video for something for PhytoSpecific, because I had not seen anything for it, and I hope that this sways somebody to purchase this product, because it really is just a wonderful product, and I love it to death. Like I said, when I first started using this product, I guess about 3 years ago, my hair was about this long, and you can see how healthy my hair is using this product, and my hair was natural, and my hair never grew this long. So that's it. I hope it helps somebody, and that's all. Okay, bye.